Good morning, student. Today we are going to continue lesson number 4, the air around us. So, student, in this chapter, what you are going to learn? This chapter you will learn about the atmosphere and composition. It means about the atmosphere you will learn in this chapter. This chapter will explain you how the atmosphere is helping in human being to survive on the earth surface. Afterwards, you will study the structure of the atmosphere and the importance of the atmosphere. So, almost it is about the atmosphere. So, before that, also you have learned the different spheres, including the hydrosphere, biosphere, lithosphere, and the atmosphere of the earth. These are the four spheres of the earth. But today, individually, you are going to learn about the atmosphere. Okay, so you are learning about the atmosphere. Actually, what is the atmosphere? So student, atmosphere is not other thing. It is the blanket of the air which is surrounding the earth. Okay, so we can understand the atmosphere is the gaseous layer that surrounds the planet earth. And if we compare to other layers and other with if we compare the other spheres with the lithospheres and the hydrosphere and the biosphere, so it is the widest of all other spheres of the earth. Okay, its range is extend more than 1600 kilometer into space. And how it is helping to the earth, it means it is having the gravitational pull. Okay, with the help of the gravitational pull, it is helping or placed with the earth. Okay, and other things also, like which are the main gases are there, including the oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, and some of the important gases present in the ideal combination to make life possible on the earth. So this is the combination of the atmosphere. So student, we are learning about the atmosphere, how atmosphere is it means what is the atmosphere. So atmosphere is the gaseous layer and it is the widest layer of among the all four other spheres. Its range is 1600 kilometer, and it is held by, or we can understand, it is held in its place by the gravitational pull of the earth. So gravitational pull, the force you are aware, with the help of this gravitational pull only the atmosphere is present around the earth. And student, it is not on the moon. That's why there is no symbol and a sign of the survival for the human being. That's why we can understand how much the atmosphere is important for the earth. Just we are learning, there are different fact about the earth, which are the different points which are helping to survival on the earth surface. So that is one of the most important, that is the atmosphere. You will come to know how it is important for the human being and how it is important for on the earth planet. Now what it is given here, good to know, it is explaining you about, this thing is explaining about the earth. It means about the oxygen. So oxygen is a life giver, because with the help of the oxygen we are breathing. Not only in the breathing, it also help to the fuel to burn. Okay, without the oxygen the things cannot be burned. It means when there will be the smokes, so there will be the more the presence of the carbon dioxide, and there cannot be fire again. So it is helping to the in the fuel also. Then three-fourth of air, mainly oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, is concentrated in the lower layer of atmosphere. 15 or 16 kilometer above the earth's surface, hydrogen and helium are found in the upper layers. Hydrogen, okay, so we can understand downside. It means at least 15 to 16 kilometer. Just you will learn, no, you will next topic you will learn about the layer of the atmosphere. So then you will come to know. So at least 15 to 16 kilometer there is a more presence of the oxygen, nitrogen, and carbon dioxide. But upper side, it is the presence of hydrogen, helium, because hydrogen, helium are the light one gases, they are lighter. Okay, so now we can understand about what are the different composition of atmosphere. Student, in here also you can see this diagram, you can understand, it is explaining you about in this diagram you can see here 78% is the presence of the nitrogen, 78%. 21 is the oxygen and 1% is only other gases. It means there is a more presence of the nitrogen and 2 is there. 21% O2, it means oxygen is there, and 1% is other gases, that is the other gases. So in that other gases we are having, it is having the carbon dioxide and sulfur dioxide, so many gases are there. So in this way you can understand. Now we are going to learn about the composition of the atmosphere. Just now I have explained to you, okay, 78% it is nitrogen, 21% oxygen and 1% is other gases. So how it is these gases are helping to us, we can understand. First of all we'll understand about the nitrogen. So how nitrogen helping us? Actually nitrogen is having the 78% total volume of the atmosphere. Okay, 78% only the presence of the nitrogen gas. So what the now nitrogen is present in the atmosphere. So how the atmospheric nitrogen converting into the nitrogen? Actually the atmospheric nitrogen is converting into the nitrogen by the lightning. This is a process. It means the bacteria, they are helping us. So in this way this is changing into the ammonia. This is known as the NH4 ammonia, and then it is changing into the nitrate, and nitrate means NO3. Okay, you will learn in this chemistry these things. So how the atmospheric nitrogen is changing into the nitrogen, that is because of the lightning process, that is different kinds of bacteria that is helping, okay, and converting into the ammonia and the nitrate. And this nitrogen only helping to the growing of the plant, in the growth of the plant. Okay, so now not this much only. Now from the atmosphere this nitrogen, how it is reaching to human body, we can understand here. Afterwards this nitrogen plants are taking for their growth, and afterwards with the help of the nitrogen fixing bacteria, plants absorb nitrogen from the soil. Plant convert into the proteins. So we can understand what proteins we are eating, no, from the pulses, other resources. So the protein is the form of the nitrogen only, and now from the atmosphere it has reached to human being in body. After what happen, the protein get transferred to the animal when they eat plants, and like this way this also again it is reaching to the animals when they will eat the plant. Just I have explained to you know, because plants are taking the taking the help of nitrogen for their growth. So again if the any animal will eat it, so again the nitrogen will reach into their body, and when they will die, what will happen? After the process of denitrifying, it means this is the process by the bacteria, again it will convert into the nitrogen. Okay, so like it is given here, they eat plant, nitrogen return to the environment when the denitrifying bacteria act on animal waste and the dead bodies of plants and animals. So in this way you will learn beta in the higher classes also, there is a nitrogen circle is there. It means nitrogen circle, how the nitrogen again reached into the environment. Just I have explained to you. Okay, so nitrogen, when it is first of all plants are taking help of the nitrogen to growth, for their growth, then animals other they are, when they are absorbing it, eating, then again when they are dying or something through the bacteria, again it will change into the nitrogen. Now student, next one is the oxygen. So oxygen is up to, it means 21% in the atmosphere. Okay, the presence of oxygen is the 21% in the atmosphere, which is inhaling by all the living beings. It means all the human beings, they are taking the oxygen, and it's too important for the plants also. And oxygen used for the burning fuels, and we know oxygen is the life giving or the survival gas for us. Without this one we can't survive. And the next one is the carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide only constitute 0.03% of the atmosphere, 0.03 only, and it's too important as the first of all plants are taking help of carbon dioxide, it means CO2, for their process of photosynthesis. Without the CO2, without the carbon dioxide, they can't make the food. Okay, so it is helping. So in this way, carbon dioxide is also important, but it should not be increased in the atmosphere. Then after it will be harmful for us. In a different way, carbon dioxide is harmful to us only, but the limited composition of the carbon dioxide is too important for the plant life as well as for the human life also. Then next student, we can understand about the ozone layer. So ozone is constituted only 0.00005% of total volume of the atmosphere. But this is also this much only, the less percentage also too important for us, because it is protecting us all kinds of the ultraviolet radiation. Okay, and whatever the excessive exports of the ultraviolet radiation which is extremely harmful for the human being, that is absorbed by the ozone. And this coming topic only in this chapter we will study about the ozone, how it is helping to us. So next last one is the water vapor, which is the one more element of atmosphere. So water vapor is only helping for all kinds of the natural phenomena. Okay, so it is only helping us all kinds of natural phenomena. Whatever the dust particles, it is forming the clouds, which further leads to the precipitation. Water vapor acts like a spectrum in the sky and beautifies our atmosphere by giving different colors in the sky, even forming a rainbow. So this is the help of the water vapor. So student, in this way we can understand what is the atmosphere and what are the different composition of the atmosphere, how atmosphere is important, and how much total extents of the atmosphere on the earth's surface. Okay, and what is the different composition of the atmosphere, total gases are there, about the gases, about the nitrogen, about the oxygen, and about the CO2 carbon dioxide, about the ozone O3 I have explained to you. And then water droplets, means the water vapor is too important. So in this way, student, till today you have to learn this much. So thank you, have a nice day.